What's up, guys? We're back here in Archeworld, and let's talk about some of the changes that have happened. There was a patch yesterday, or today, yesterday now, that didn't really do much, but it boosted cannons of ships somewhat. We don't know the full extent of that, we haven't tested that out, but it also did some other minor things that are actually really important. Something we've been asking for months upon months. We now have blue salt stars that can be like selected all in the mailbox. So when you buy a blue salt star, it's going to go directly to your inventory. If your inventory is full, then at that point it goes to the normal mailbox now. It does not go to the special blue salt shop mailbox anymore. Why this is a big change and actually a huge quality of life feature is because you now have the access to the select all mails in the mailbox, and you can select all of them at the same time instead of having to click manually one by one. So this is a huge change that is a beautiful quality of life feature that we've been asking for, for pretty much forever. So very cool thing. Let's talk about some of the other stuff that has happened over the last month. The arena has changed. So the arena time now is at 5:30 Pacific Standard Time. Whatever that is for your time, you'll have to convert that. It's only 40 minutes, and there's only 2 reset entries. So the max amount of fights that you can do per day is now 9 instead of 12. With that change right there, they have also indirectly nerfed the honor tokens, right? So if you're only doing 9 fights instead of 12 a day, you're getting less, honor tokens. And that's why in the last couple of weeks, the honor token price has actually steadily increased, is because they made it harder to get these things. So you see, 2 weeks ago, these guys were down to about 3 BSLT, and then it's steadily moving up and up and up as the supply is drying and getting up to the bottom price of around 6 BSLT. So it's a pretty big change on that, even though that's slight adjustment. They also did add the 3v3 arena, which is kind of cool, but it has a very limited rewards, and it's a random group of people. So when you go to the rankings, you can now click on Gladiator Arena, and then you can also go to Gladiator Arena Team, which is the 3v3. There is no BSLT rewards right now. It is in a beta phase, they said. So you are getting Archeum shards for competing, winning. You get more shards. You get 750 Archeum shards for winning. You get 250 Archeum shards for losing, and you're thrown in with a random squad. And they do rank the players, and less players are doing this 3v3 arena than the 1v1 arena. You can see there's only 25 people on the leaderboard, so the amount of people that are interested in this is actually quite low. Even for 1v1 arenas, either the new time change or just the amount of people that care anymore about arenas is quite low. We're day 1 now of the arena, and 106, so anyone that just queued up and lost their 3 free fights is in the top 100 right here. If you did win a couple fights, you moved up, so we won 2 fights and we lost 1 fight. We're in 51st place with a 2-1 record right now. So arena is still, profitable. You're still getting the fun and excitement of playing the arena. The time has changed, and the honor tokens are now worth a little bit more because less people are queuing up and doing this. And the people that are still having fun and enjoying the game are still just consuming lots and lots of honor tokens. The 3v3 arena definitely needs some love. As you can see, only 25 people actually competed into the arena on the North America server today. That happened. So first up, you have 5:30 Pacific Standard Time for 40 minutes for the 1v1 arena. And then there's a 10-minute break. And this is probably the reason why a lot of people don't do the 3v3 arena, is because that 10-minute break kind of sucks. So then you have that break, and then the 3v3 arena starts up. And I believe it's only a 30-minute window for the 3v3 arena. Also, the rewards, like I said, are not that great. Just Archeum shards, and it's a smallish amount. It definitely needs more rewards. There's no BSLT in the rankings and the leaderboards. But, it's a fun little thing to do. 3v3, a lot of times it ends up being a 3v2 or a 2v2 because there's going to be an alt just sitting there collecting their rewards. Because why not? The arena, I believe, needs 14,000 gear score to get into that. But let's go ahead and show this. So here's the blue salt stars that we attempted to pick up, and we can go ahead and select all on those things. We don't have inventory slot, but that is a very, very nice feature that did get changed since we were gone. Another thing that has been happening is the Hereafter Stones. The Hereafter Stones, I believe, was changed right before we left and off for vacation. You can only buy 10 of them per day, and I do recommend that you pick these up from the vendor every single day at 10 for 75 silver each. And then after that, you need to purchase them or craft them off of the crafting recipe. Hereafter. Oops, we can't spell. We can't spell. That's here. And so you can see there's a little bit on here. We check the sales histories. A decent amount has actually been sold, about 1,000 per day. Sometimes it dips down to a couple hundred. Last couple days it's been very, very light here, 200 and 180 so far for today. But yeah, this right here, the crafting recipe, is very important. So if you want to teleport, you really need to craft them yourself. And it's going to consume 300 red archeum, 5 labor points, 5 of the mineral crystals. 10 of these things are going to be given for this. So this is one of the ways they've increased the red archeum price. Their goal originally was to increase the Archeum price, and we've seen the Archeum shard price has decreased a little bit thanks to this other new item or new shop that they did. It's called the Blue Salt Shop. The Blue Salt Shop is down in the bottom right, the mystical Blue Salt Shop. And so in here, you can actually pick up incomplete Archeum shards. And anytime you see these guys at the current prices, this is a good buy. All these other things, I don't see anything that I personally want, so I'm going to go ahead and click purchase, and bag is full, so it won't let me purchase this. Let's go ahead and get rid of a star. So let's send that off. Now we have an inventory slot. We can go ahead and purchase this incomplete Archeum shard. And so now we're done. We go over here to this reroll, and we can reroll for free one time. And after that, we can reroll 100 times, but each time it's going to cost us 100 blue Archeum. So I'm not sure if it's really worthwhile to do it. I haven't personally rerolled much, at all, really. You have to make your own decisions on that and decide if this is worthwhile. But you see right here, we picked up this. This is going to be a good one. We're going to buy that. We're going to buy that. And we're going to pass on the Shadowgun ore chest for right now because it's just not as profitable as I'd like it to be. It's this one right now currently is profitable very slightly, but it's just teetering, right? So if it doesn't sell at the current prices, it's not really worth it. Like, you want to get the cheaper discounted version of this. So these prices all can be 20% lower if you get the lucky, discounted version. This shop is a way to supposedly boost the blue Archeum price. Well, it's not really boosting the blue Archeum price too much, but the red Archeum price has actually gone up a lot, probably because of the Hereafter changes. So 48 BSLT, you noticed a month ago this was down about 40 BSLT. A month prior than that, it was down to like 35 BSLT on the North America server. You can see the chart here, 40 to 50. So it has been steadily increasing, slowly but surely increasing here. The blue Archeum, as you said, has also slightly increased, but nothing too crazy. It is still under 60 BSLT for 5,000. A very, very slight increase in this blue Archeum price. And that's their next goal. Their next goal, they said, is to really get the blue Archeum price up. So I do expect better items in the mystical blue Archeum shop to appear. I expect more item sinks for that. But they have done what they've set out to do, to raise the red Archeum price. They've risen the blue Archeum price a little bit, and they have dropped the shard price just a little bit. So I think dropping the shard price more is going to be on the cards. I think raising the blue Archeum is going to be also on the cards. They talked about that lastly. And then also with the Archeum price going up, we talked about the processing machines. So this was our investment about a month ago, 2 months ago now, was the Grand Archeum processing machines. And look at this. They're already up to 188 BSLT, a very nice increase in BSLT here. You can see on the chart just a steady increase because, once again, Red Archeum is worth more money now. We picked these guys up, I think it was like 70 BSLT or so in the investment video. So a great value right there. We over doubled our money if we picked them up at 70. We can now go ahead and start selling these things if we wanted to. Or we can go and use them to process the Archeum, which is now down to 70 or 17 BSLT for 10K. And we can turn that into about 50 BSLT. Like, it's just working out better. And the rare ones are actually sold out here. So let's go back and check out how much those are. Last I saw, they were right around like 600 or 650. So let's go ahead and check this out. And for those that don't know, if an item is sold out, you can still check the price. You click on any other price like this, and now you bring up this window here, and then we're going to go ahead and change it over here to rare. And then we're going to type in the item that we're looking for. So we're looking for a processing station. And we want it's going to be the Rare Archeum Processing Station. Oops, we did that wrong. Alright, so we redo this. So we go over here, we're going to go ahead and delete this. Rare Archeum Processing Station. We got to make sure it's at blue. And then we search. And so we can see the history here, and you can see, once again, the price has just skyrocketed up. So almost a double here. I remember buying these things around 300. I think I picked up a couple at 270 at the lowest price that I personally paid. So it went up from 450, 470, 500, some 600s, and now it's currently sold out. The last ones that were sold at 649 BSLT. And it looks like the price will continue to keep going up on these things because Red Archeum is becoming more valuable. So the economy is shifting like always in a player-run game. And if there's something that is too cheap, it will go back up to where it needs to be. So hopefully you made some money on these Archeum processing machines. We'll keep an eye out on future items. So something that I'm still keeping an eye out personally is the yellow shards and the yellow crystals. So yellow Archeum shards, they do hover between the 0.20 and about 0.40. You see not many cells, 0.30 right there, 0.40 there at the highest, 0.20 and down to a 0.10. But this is something that there is a small supply, and once more strataguns come into the game, more and more of these are going to be needed for tier 6 weapon and armor upgrades. So the yellow cores, that's what you use the shards to make yellow cores, and you can see that they've steadily increased. They're right around 80 BSLT right now, 69, 76. So these things used to be a lot cheaper, and it's going up and up and up. So keep an eye on these things. I personally have collected a bunch of these things and expect these things to go up. So thanks for watching, guys. This is a little economy. What has changed? I'm sure I've missed some other things. So if there's other things that have changed, post it down in the comment section. Love to hear from you guys. Let me know what I've missed, and we can give that information out in the next video.